what are you saying? Look at the old eye makeup. It's very dark. Hello, sultry, moody. Right, so what I'll say is, what will I say? I don't know what I will say. I've just done episode 17 of the podcast. It is with a herbalist. So that is very good. My stalker is still around, so very, very, very annoying. Shan't be having any of my time and my energy. That is what she wants. But I'm not getting involved with manipulation control tactics. Thank you very much. So fuck off. The other thing that I will say is, I am a firm advocate of saying it as it is, being real, and that sometimes upsets people, it sometimes triggers people. They don't always like it. And in the case of Stalker Lady, um, uh, she attempted to take away the fact that I have boundaries and said that it's a trauma response. Wow, what a fucking awful thing to do. Manipulative bitch. So that's that. Fuck you, Charlie. Go away. We don't want you around here. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. So that's that. The other thing that I will say is, it's so good to have boundaries. The episode that I did on herbalism, we were talking about different things, and we were talking about roses. You know, the fact that, once again, unconditional love, but thorns, don't grab them too tight because they'll fuck you up. Yeah, I really think it's important to do that because, you know what, sometimes people come and they try to play messy, messy games, and they're talking to you one way, and they think that you're stupid, and they're either judging you or they are pushing boundaries, or they're not being genuine, authentic, real, honest, they're playing with masks. Charlie, Miss Zero, you are a woman. You're not a they, them. You know? Deal with your shit, sort your shit out, stop manipulating, controlling men in order to feel empowered. You are the person who's created a mask. You're the one that's doing that. You. And by trying to take away somebody else's boundaries because you can't live in objective reality, right, is not okay. That's abusive. Fuck off. Go away. Anyway, so on that wonderful side note, because I know that she's observing and watching my things, it's very annoying. I feel when people connect in and tap in. Yeah, fuck you. Ew, what a horrible, horrible, horrible excuse for a human being. You know? Ow, go have some therapy. I told you to go do that. Go have some therapy. You need to. Go and see somebody who specializes in trauma. You know, don't be going to see a psychic to have your crystal ball read because they're going to tell you about the fact that you've got these things. You need some deep therapy work, my dear. So that's that, I think. I don't want to give her any more time and any more of my energy, but you know, I can feel her around, and the crazy bitch flew from the States here. You're insane. Insane, 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 insane. You're crazy. So yeah, anyway, I'm very much somebody who, once again, thinks that you should stand up and speak and not be afraid to war and don't take people's nonsense. So if this is beneficial or helpful for anybody to understand and see that when people do things like that, don't let them get away with it, right? Don't let them think that you were born yesterday and that you're stupid. And there's a time to just go, yeah, wonderful, I see you. And there's a time to go, fuck off out my face, right? And you can be spiritual and do that. Did you know that? You know, we don't all have to be friends. You don't have to like everybody. You can wish them well, but if they're bringing nasty, shitty, negative and nonsense to your door and wanting to get involved with it and firing shots, tell them to fuck off. You know, don't gaslight me out of my boundaries. Who do you think you are? So that is that. If you want to work with me, carljoslove.com. Listen, here's the thing, right? I've worked for 15 years doing this work with people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the world in many different areas. I have spent a long time making sure that I am clean and clear so I can do that work. So A, I think I know what I'm talking about in my field. B, I see other people clearly because I'm not afraid to look at myself. Good facilitators, that's what they do. I also don't think we can bypass our emotions, that we transcend pain We are human. We are always going to feel something that is difficult or painful. My life is in constant evolution. There are still pieces and parts of it that are coming together. I do not deny those things. I will not hide those things. And I love where I've come from and who I am and the experiences I've had and what they've made me. You know, for somebody to try and take away everything that you have uh, worked for and towards based on their own stupid, silly games, A, it's going to backfire and it won't work, but B, fuck off right out my face. So, on that note, Charlie, and once again, this is the other thing: when you don't have, when you know who you are, and you don't have a fake mask to pretend to have or pretend to be. This stuff is me being freely expressive because deep down in me, I am not afraid to look at myself. They all come out in my tattoos, in my piercings. They're ritual, they're ceremony to mark specific events and periods and things within my life. It's not masking, boo. But creating a separate identity and not being okay with your gender, that is masking. So I hope that this gets through to your skull finally and you fuck off and deal with your shit. Because, me is focusing on me is not going to help you. So that's it. I hope that that clears up the matter. I've tried to, have fun with it and also, put it out there, let people know. But yeah, enough is enough. I'm not interested. You can't have my time. You can't have my energy. Sorry, not interested. And, I think that trying to find love from strangers, you know, really people that love you are people that have you build up a relationship with you, not somebody that you just, maybe meet for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Create long lasting relationships with people who you've known for a long time, because they're going to tell you the truth and keep you in objective reality. If you have pushed those people out of your life, it's because maybe you've tried to find people who are going to enable your delusion. Sorry, babe. That's what it is, isn't it? So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to work with everybody because once again, you have people like Charlie who ruin it for other people. So if you're coming to me with shit or projections or whatever, I have to look after myself, I'm afraid. So thank you for that, listen, because once again, I saw these things, but I entered into that space I shouldn't have done. Anyway, whatever, it's all a lesson. Like I will always say, remember, all is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon in a bit.